Hello and welcome to the new product updates for HotelFriend property management system. Today I'll show you our new features such as custom fields for guests, custom payment methods improvement for ADN and similar providers, occupancy report update, enhancements to invoice creation process, tourism tax calculation update, some translations, updates and fixes. Let's get started, and we will start from our update to the custom options section of our property management system. Sometimes some of our clients need to work with some fields, some guest data that were not previously listed in our guest configuration section. That's why, in addition to existing predefined fields for guests, we have introduced a new feature that allows you to add new fields. Also, you can select what sources you want these fields to be showed on. For example, I enabled it both for my property management system and for my external sources like booking engine. Also, I can set up if the field is required or not. This is optional. Also, I can, for example, delete some of the existing fields here. I'll get notification that it might be used in some guests and the field and the data will disappear. If I am okay with that, I pressed OK, and now I can save my fields. So now all the places with the guest data in our system will have this additional fields displayed because I enabled them for on create reservation action. So for example, if I'll go to our reservations menu and we'll choose to create a reservation for a new guest, I will see my additional field added here. It's pretty much added to all the forms that work with guest data, such as guest card, guest creation view or guest addition view, or adding guests to the reservation or changing payer. So everywhere where our custom fields were displayed before, you'll be able to see the field, enter some information and save it. Also, we extended our contacts import capabilities. So now, when we use import contact and selecting the import file, we are also able to select and match some fields from our newly added fields. Which allows us to import data from other systems from different sources successfully in our system. So now this enhances your data management of your guest and enhance maybe their experience. So yeah. That's pretty much it about this feature. Let's move on to the next one. And next feature also is in our custom options section, and this feature is related to our payments. Often we get requirement that our clients want to see specific accounts and specific payment methods displayed in our reporting for payments via some payment providers such as ADN. So before that we had the standard method called terminal ADN, and every time you received payments via that method, it was displayed in the reports. This time we added the ability for you to set up card brands and some custom payment methods names. You can just simply name it Visa without the value I have in the brackets, just for your convenience. So how it works, you're creating some custom methods, assigning account IDs for them, and assigning a specific brand codes of your provider. So for Adian, Visa looks like this, MasterCard looks like this, and American Express looks like this. So every time my guests will be paying with these card brands, you can add much more, of course. I will receive this data in, and this data will be indicated in my reports. Instead of terminal Adian, I'll see my specified method. So let's see how it works. So I already created a preview for the accounting balance report for this month. And I can see here that I had payments with various payment methods. First, I just had terminal Adian because I put one of my card brands to that method. So you have to understand that where you put this card brands, then corresponding name will be indicated in the invoice. So I could set this brand somewhere in my standard payment methods as well, but if I have few payment providers with different codes for different brands and I want them to be distinguishable and visible in my reporting, I can set this card types over here as well. So all providers will have their own codes. Another case worth mentioning is if I put, for example, this Visa code to multiple payment methods, then the system is scanning and identifying the first occurrence. So you have to understand that this specific code for provider has to be matched with one payment method. Okay, let's go back to our report. So I can see that I had payments with MasterCard and I had payments with Visa Adian, and all this data is now listed in my reports. It's financial report section, accounting balance, and accounting report for Sweden, for example. All right, that's it for this feature. And now, as we are staying in reports, we have some small adjustment to our occupancy report. So now we have the total utilization of rooms recalculated. Let's regenerate it once again. November. Yeah. So I have that data about occupancy in my hotel, and before total utilization was calculated a little bit wrong. It was indicating the free rooms percentage. Now it displays the occupancy percentage, the occupied room percentage. Okay, let's move on to our next feature. And that feature is connected to invoicing. To start with, let's first go to Settings, General, Invoice. And in this section, we had previously added some fields you could fill in for your invoice. To add more customization for your needs, you could set invoice guest note and invoice company note. All this data was displayed in your invoices automatically whenever you're creating them. Now we added the possibility for you to customize this information for a specific invoice. So you can make unique invoices with unique personalized messages for guests or companies. And now you can have more control over your billing communications, ensuring that each invoice you generate meets your specific needs. How it works. Now let's go to our reservations module and let's try to create the invoice for a reservation. Let's go to the second step. And we can see that invoice text will appear here with the setting I have entered on my invoice setting module. So now I have an option to leave it how it is and create invoice. I can also remove this data and the invoice will be created. Only this specific invoice will be created without this text. Or I can edit it or add some additional information to my invoice. Let's preview this one. Okay. And I can see my text is displayed here. So this will allow you to customize your invoices even more for some cases when standard setup that you made can be improved or should be changed for this particular client or guest. Okay, and let's move on to our next update. And this update is related to our tourism tax. So tourism tax or city tax setting is in our room rates module, city tax tab. This time we responded to varying municipal requirements, and now our system features an option for setting how your city tax should be calculated. So you can select here, should it be calculated either on the net amount exclusive of VAT or the gross amount inclusive of VAT. This works for cases when your tax is a percentage from the booking price. So now you can choose, should it include VAT or should it exclude VAT. Very simple, but I hope very valuable improvement for some cities. And also some minor improvement was connected with our front desk and out of service. So often for our German clients, the German translation of out of service was a bit confusing, and some of the clients were thinking that this translation means out of order, which is another term in our system, and it works another way. So now to reduce the confusion and increase clarity, these terms in German version of our system will be also in English for your convenience and better understanding of the system and UI. From fixes, we fixed our orders calendar logic. Before there was an issue for clients who had a huge amount of orders that some of them were not displayed because we had some limits set. Now it's gone. All your orders will be displayed in the calendar. And also we optimized F&B management report for very large data sets. And also we changed some logic in our cash books to solve the issue related to billing reasons usage. So that issue is also resolved, and we reviewed the logic. This is pretty much it about the update. Thank you for your attention, and to the next time.